this Brocketship can go all the way to the Super Bowl. And I said this a few weeks ago. They are the best defense in football. And to me, it's not close, right? The Broncos don't have the offensive playmakers and the game changers. When Deebo Samuel comes back, you see more and more of this connection and more of this rapport Purdy's building with Kittle. I mean, dude, there's no stopping this 49ers team, I think, up until the last round of the playoffs. Because they're not going to have a bye. They're going to carry over this momentum in the first round. And in the second round, if they play Dallas, they're the best team in the NFL at stopping the run. This year, they're giving up, 3.4 yards per carry. So if you take Tony Pollard out of the game and you make Dak Prescott throw the ball 35 times, I'm pretty confident Talanoa, Ufanga, Ward, and some of those other playmakers are going to get interceptions, and the Cowboys are not good enough to overcome that. So for this 49ers team, Justin, I want to hear it. Let them know. How good are these Niners, and how far can the Brocketship realistically go beyond just you having that belief in them from the get-go?
I've been letting you guys know that from before week 1 that San Francisco was a top 5 team in football. That was with Trey Lance. I let you guys know they were a top 5 football team when Jimmy G was under center. And I think they're a top 2 team now, or top 3 team in the NFL with Brock Purdy now at quarterback. I think one of the things that stick out the most is, and I said it before, is just how much they rely on their skill players and how important it is that the quarterback doesn't have all the weight on their shoulders, you know? Obviously, like I mentioned before, Deebo Samuel going down definitely hurts, but you pray he comes back healthy come postseason time. You let him rest, doesn't need to play in week 18, and you guys are ready to go. Brandon Ayuk on Thursday had 2 catches for 19 yards. He was the next man up. Their receivers don't need to shine like a Debo does. George Kittle stepped up and did all the talking with 2 touchdowns and 93 yards. This team is stacked. CMC is crazy. This defense is easily the best in football, and with a Defensive Player of the Year candidate on that side as well. Brock Purdy and the 49ers, and let me not say Brock Purdy, because the real highlight is on Kyle Shanahan and how well he coaches his football team. That no matter what injury they face, they overcome it. Any trial or tribulation thrown their way, they have overcame. And I think this makes the 49ers the scariest team in the NFC. The Eagles are the Eagles, but I know Philadelphia does not want to run into San Francisco, and they'll be praying for some other team to do their dirty work, because this is a team that's battle tested. They can win in the cold. They can win at home. They're not afraid of you. NFC, San Francisco is not afraid of you. San Francisco is going to run the table. I really think they're going to the Super Bowl this year. They're not losing another game. They won't. I'll put my money on that.
You're looking good. You've been saying this for a month now, and I've been wrong about the Seahawks.
Great job, I guess, right? You know, they beat a team that's now 1-4 in the last 5, a team that they dominated earlier in the season. They beat an inferior team. Congratulations. They're
an inferior team. Maybe that speaks how good San Francisco is, because, I mean, Seattle's at 500. They've had a good season. No?
The team that Tampa Bay beat?
Well, the team has a better record than Tampa Bay. That's all that matters now.
I'm just saying, right? So I'm going to reserve judgment on this 49ers team until they get to the playoffs, because, I mean, their teams that they play down the season are not really anything to write home about. So, yeah, I just, until I see them against a team that actually can give them a fight.
But the team you have going to the Super Bowl, Brock Purdy dominated in his first NFL start. So we've seen him in a playoff-led environment, accordingly, against a playoff-level, high-level playoff team, dominate and play a great game.
Brock Purdy dominated?
He had a great game. 3 TDs, 0 picks. Given it was his first time, technically his first time as a starter, yeah, he had a great game.
Okay. The team that you believe is not good at all and thinks that Carolina is actually going to beat them.
This isn't about me, my friend. I'm just projecting back off of your beliefs.
And what up, but I can't project back onto you?
I'm just telling you, your doubt on San Francisco is because of their competition, but they beat the team dominatingly so that you have going all the way.
But I'm telling you that you have no respect for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Which is why I think we've seen with Brock Purdy. Is any team going to figure out some tendency that can slow him down? Maybe. But will that move the needle? Because Brock is the only backup, the only one in San Francisco who has a winning record outside Jimmy Garoppolo. The kid was NFL ready, and just like Tom Brady, he was overlooked because he didn't have all the physical tools. But what he can do, Brand, is win from the pocket. And that, to me, is why I believe fully in San Francisco this postseason.
That's a complete and utter lie because you don't believe in pocket success.
I believe in playmaking. Brock Purdy is a playmaker that's mobile and a quarterback that can win within the pocket.
Interesting.
Believe in
I
those two.
reserve my judgment until they get to the playoffs and play a real team.
You know, you clown their competition and what's to come. You had this Commanders team going to the playoffs.
Okay, and
I'd consider them. What?
15 weeks have passed where
15 weeks have passed, but you also had them over the Giants, which would have made them a shoo-in for the playoffs.
Yeah, I did have them beating the Giants this last
Exactly.
time, but
If I'm not mistaken,
Giants,
that last night's game, the winner of it has a now 90% chance of making it to the postseason. I could be wrong, but I believe that was what I heard.
they lost.
I'm saying the team that won, whomever it would have been, would have had a
lost.
90% chance. But initially, up until this point, you were riding high with Washington over the New York Giants.
Well,
all right,
but that's the Giants.
Okay, but that's my point. So you had
the
this Commanders team going to the playoffs
15 weeks ago, Justin.
All right, where is this going, guys?
My point is the schedule isn't easy. It's not a walk in the park. So you waiting until the postseason to reserve judgment. No, this is still a third string quarterback that's doing this.
He's no longer
playing
a
at
third
this
string
level. He's no longer irrelevant. He's very far from that. So if I'm you, I'd be paying close attention to the San Francisco team and not holding out until the playoffs because
I got my binoculars
got a lot
on.
to show.
I got my binoculars on.
Okay. Keep your eye on San Francisco, bro.
Call me when they play a real team.
I have a hot take for you.
They smoked the real team.
The Detroit Lions are a top 10 team in football.
Okay.